The most productive people in the world, they don't rely on discipline and brute force to stay focused. They found hacks to trick their brain into this superhuman level of productivity. So I'm going to share with you 10 hacks that will make you more focused, even if you have crippling ADHD like I do. These are the strategies that I use to go from an ADHD mess to a hyper-focused CEO. You can start using these today to stop fighting against your brain and start using it as a superpower. So with that being said, these are the 10 hacks to unlock insane focus. Starting with hack number 1, make a not-to-do list. Here's my philosophy: focus is a filter, not a muscle stop trying to brute force yourself into focus. Decide what you don't want to do so that you can make decisions quicker if every new decision comes into your life. And you have to sit there with the mental overload and brain powder. Try to make a good decision because you haven't set up a filter. It's going to drain your energy. To me, a new yes is a no to your dream, and a no is a yes to your goals. If you think about the most successful people you see, that success is a subtractive process, not an additive process. You don't do more to win, you do less, but you make the things you say no to the right yeses. So when people ask me like, hey Dan, what did you do to be successful? To drive those cars or fly around on your plane? It's what I don't do. I don't drink, I don't gamble, I don't play video games, I don't vape. I don't do a bunch of stuff that would impede me from winning. And it requires that to have the level of focus we're talking about, the way I think about it. You know, that game Plinko where you have like these balls you drop at the top and it hits all these different pins and it goes all over the place. That's how most people live their life. What I want you to do is break out all the other options, which is those pins, drop the ball, go straight to the middle. If you think about each one of those as being an energy unit of focus, then you would just literally focus and stack and focus and stack instead of spreading yourself thin across so many different options. So what goes on the not-to-do list for me, number 1, is low V-value task. Anything that I can pay anybody else to do for a little bit amount of money, or just use an app to get brought to me or get done. I'm not doing it. Number 2 is bad habit and vices. Some of you guys have bad habits of not confronting people that say about you. Some of you have vices like you literally lay in bed and hit the snooze button 15 times before you get out of bed. Those things have to go. The third is energy vampires. When I'm interacting with somebody, they either give me energy or they take my energy. The people that take my energy see you. Which brings us to hack number 2, create focus triggers. Most people wait for inspiration to do work or hope they'll magically get in the zone randomly to start doing the work. I create a structure to get myself into flow so that it is by design, not random. Flow state isn't random, it's design. And when you're in it, guess what? I don't think about going to the bathroom. I don't worry about what other people think of me. I don't worry if my work's very good. When I'm in flow state, it produces the best work possible. The way I quickly get into flow is I create focus triggers. So for example, the location, the chair that I sit in to do my reading, to outline my goals, to ideate. Even when I go off sites with my wife to plan our quarterly planning, our year. In planning, those are triggers for us to focus on designing our future. Not worry about what happened this week or next week or anything like that. The second is sound. When I need to focus, I have to have music playing. It's a vibe. It's a strategy, deep work. I'll sometimes put on playlists that have no words, or I'll use a special app that uses binaural beats to actually improve my ability to focus. Headphones are a must because I can't be distracted with other people's noise. And the last one is routines. When you look at world-class athletes and you think about how they visualize, how they warm up, the way they structure their day, their week, their month, it is a rhythm. It is a rhythm of success, and it is a routine. And a lot of people think, well, that would be boring. You know, what's not boring? Having the resources to do what you want when you want with who you want. And if that requires some level of routine, sign me up. Which brings us to hack number 3, start on hard mode. This one is wild, is that a lot of people try to start easy. Let's make it easy. Let's build momentum. How about stop trying to create momentum with easy wins? I think if you want to focus and get things done, attack it, like go all in, like literally start on hard mode. Make it hard. If you do everything that's easy, it's kind of like starting your meal with dessert. Sure, you might enjoy it and it might fill you up, but it's not going to give you the nutritions you need to actually build your body, and you'll be too full to eat the real food. So to me, we start with the thing that's the hardest, not the easiest to do in many ways. The hardest task is to stop picking the easiest task. So to dial this in and really get your focus, we have to do a few things. First off, we have to choose the one thing. What's the one thing for most business owners? It's marketing. For most individuals, it's working out. But what's the one thing that if you do first, as soon as you wake up or you sit down at your desk, that it will set you up to win, that it will build that confidence to create momentum, that will give you the vibe of success. That one thing, if you just nail it out of the park every time, it's kind of like that first domino that, if you get that right, the rest of the dominoes will fall down. That's where we start. Then, what we do is we do deep work blocks. For me, it's first thing in the morning. I used to be a late night guy, and you can do that too. But as soon as I had human alarm clocks, aka kids, my mornings became my most precious time, because that's when I create connected to my creator. When I think of like writing, outlining these videos, creating videos, coming up with new AI companies to start strategy work, it has to happen first thing in the morning in my deep work blocks. And it all happens before checking my email, social media, or anything else. I can't tell you how my energy is affected by the things I consume, and if I accidentally go down a rabbit hole and see stuff or check things, and all of a sudden, I have this like, oh crap feeling, and now I'm supposed to go dream idea, design something cool. But I'm in this headspace space of like, no, you know what I mean? My day is going from bad meeting to bad meeting. I love the people I work with, but nobody brings me anything other than problems to try to resolve, so I can't check my email before I do the right work. You can't be like reading comments on your social media feed about what people think of you before you go sit down and create more videos to help people, because you're going to be like, oh, screw that person. I'm not even doing this video anymore. See the challenge with that, which brings us to hack number 4, be hard to reach. When I was sitting down and editing my book, Buy Back Your Time, I had my buddy Chris, and we got in my car and we drove to the mountains. There was no internet, there was no connectivity, and we stayed in a cabin and we got our laptops out and we edited literally for 16 hours a day. We did it for 5 days. We had a rhythm of working out, editing lunch, editing dinner, editing pass out. The reason we're able to do that is because we are disconnected from distractions. See, some of you make it too easy to be interrupted. The notifications are going off, the phone's going off, your inbox is like blowing up. I mean, your inbox is nothing more than a public to-do list of other people's priorities on your time. The first is turn off all your notifications. I mean, go into the app under notifications, and I dare you to swipe them off. The only 2 people in my life that can get through to me is my wife and my assistant. Other than that, everybody else can wait. Second thing is a scheduled time to respond. See, I do reply to people, text messages, etc. I have it in my calendar, so it's dedicated. I was standing in the hot tub behind me earlier, replying to all my text messages. So call that net time, no extra time. The third is use focus signals. So for me, I have my headphones on. Please don't talk to me unless it's an emergency. They know if the doors close and unless it's an emergency, they don't come in. It is so hard for me to focus, to get in the zone. I have team members that choose on certain days I don't want to come to work because I'm going to sit at home, no distractions. Other people, they go to coffee shops. Here's an advanced move. Don't take your power cable with you that way when you're there. And you know your battery is slowly dying. It'll force you to get that work done. Imagine this. You've got to move out of your place, but you've got 3 months to move out. Think about how you would approach that. But if I told you you had 3 days to get out of your place or lose all your stuff, you wouldn't waste a minute. There's this thing called Parkinson's law that states the work will expand to the available time given to it. When I'm talking to people on my team and they're like, yeah, I'll get that to you at the end of the day. I'm like, no, why not 3 p.m.? There's this woman on my team, Jen, who wanted to lose weight. She was sick of it. She told the whole team, if you don't hit your goal by a certain date, you can't stay on the team. Shake my hand. That's real stakes. See, most people don't have any downside if they don't do, and because of that, they don't do. What I find fascinating is the billion-dollar tech companies. These giants hire the world's best psychologists to design software with one purpose, and it's to distract you, to get you to come back in the app. They run split tests on the red for the notification duel. They'll run A/B tests on the message of the notification. However, you can fight against it. See, I actually use my social media feed to feed my brain. First off, I teach it my preferences. I search for things I want to learn about. I leave a comment on the videos. Second is I unfollow any account or mute friends that are not contributing to the areas I want to learn. And more importantly, teach it. When you teach other people, you will learn completely different. This one is going to shatter some of your beliefs, but multitasking doesn't work. It takes 23 minutes on average to refocus after your distraction. The first area is start with the big rocks. These are the non-negotiables. Understanding that theming your days for different things like marketing, sales strategy, one-on-ones, batch, and block tasks together. That ability to take your content creation or all your conversations and batch them together. And the most important is plan around your energy, not just your time. If you want my perfect week template, just find me on Instagram. Message me the word perfect, and I'll send you the direct link. The reason why video games are so addictive is because they have levels, and you visually see your progress when you're playing them. So design your life where you can measure the wins. You don't get distracted because you're bored. You get distracted because you can't see your progress. Progress is happiness number one. We got to track our streaks. If you measure yourself doing something and you can go day after day after day, if it's 10 sales calls a day, how many days can you go in a row? My buddy Ben has been working out 1,200 days in a row he's worked out. The second is you've got to create milestones for the rewards. I like to use milestones as a marker for rewarding myself, like vacations with my family. The third is make it visual. Put it on your whiteboard. Get it outside of your brain and put it out in front of you. The fourth is do it together. You'll do more for other people than you will do for yourself. Manage your energy. Exhaust the body, tame the mind. My morning routine is where I create my proactive energy boost. If I got to work out, I put that stuff out the night before, so when I wake up, it's ready to go. This is when I feel drained, and I just got to reset. Dude, get up front, do some push-ups. You don't have energy. You create energy walking meetings or scooter meetings. All my one-on-ones are done on a scooter. Your journey will be very unique. Nobody else can tell you how to do it. Take the time to reflect, journal what you're thinking about. What's working, what's not. I look at my calendar because it's designed, try new things on like new clothes. Does it fit well? Don't give up. Don't give up on you. If you master the ability to find your energy, your focus and your flow, your dreams exist on the other side. Subscribe here and I'll see you on the other.